Hey guys, I just turned on live for the first time on this YouTube channel just to give a little teaser about a show tomorrow, and that was very interesting because I've never done that before. But I'm recording this one because it takes forever to process. I just noticed that it's like super slow. But I'm getting on here, I digress, to just check in really quick because to be quite honest, I started a few different YouTube channels and I was just kind of experimenting and living my life and just having fun and not really thinking about it and not being having like a strategy about everything else I've done. Like I know how to build plans and strategies and I've done that for clients for years and I've helped other people, and it's like now for myself, I couldn't even begin to start to do that. And mainly it was because I have so many different interests. I have so many different like experiences in life and just different directions and avenues that I've gone down. And then I'll stop and I'll be like, wait, I'm really interested in this now. Or like, I'm super committed to this, but I'm doing both of these things. Maybe you can relate, maybe you can't. And maybe it's the ADHD talking, and maybe it's not. So I'm saying all that to say I'm mainly going to be putting out content on this channel. It is at Crystal and then a little dash T's. So Crystal, Crystal dash, and then T's, Tease. I had to think about that for a second. And the name's kind of an inside joke and kind of accidental, kind of not. So if you're thinking it's like a sexual thing, you're pretty much wrong. But, there's always an undertone in there because I'm just that playful kind of person. And I'm very comfortable with my sexuality, especially at this point in my life. So I kind of, I'm a good flirt. I'm a good playful friend, we'll just say that. But that's besides the point because we're talking about a lot of real stuff on here. I'm talking about tips. I'm doing book reviews. I'm going to be linking more of my NATV podcast shows on here. I think I have them mostly linked to the Crystal Black Pure Podcasting YouTube channel. So check that one out too. I was kind of playing around with that, and I think I've saved more of the podcast and online shows that I've done and some playlists on there. So I'm going to have to bring some of those over to here because I'm just going to be pouring more into this channel. I noticed just with the random stuff I started sharing along my healing journey and my medical ups and downs. If you guys see any of those videos where you're like, this chick is bald, all of a sudden I went from having long blonde hair to being bald to like growing my hair back. And it is not blonde, obviously. Like, I don't even know what's happening. Like, it's starting to stick up and I'm almost feeling like a mohawk, but not really. But it's going to get really awkward as I try to grow it out. So any tips and tricks you guys might have if you've ever gotten rid of hair and growing it back, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm just taking it day by day with that, and I'm constantly entertained by that. I think, it was something I did that was spur of the moment, very spontaneous, but it was based on how I was feeling because my head was really hurting, and I've had this skin condition and these skin issues like all over my body. And I've shared some videos looking that way and even just like showcasing that just to be real. And it's part of my authenticity journey and my healing journey. And that's what I focus on a lot in some of my content that I'm putting out. And as I invite people to contact me, I'm starting to do just some coaching and some meetings. And I have plenty of experience and learning just how to live your best authentic life, personally, professionally, just across the board. So if you're so inclined, please feel free to reach out to me at Crystal Black Pure Podcasting at gmail.com. And yeah, just look out for some more great content on here. I'm going to be a lot more active and just some really cool stuff coming up. We're doing these holiday shows with some of the ladies on NATV Podcast Network. And I'm starting some other really cool projects with my friend Susie with the Z as well. And yeah, I'll be sharing that on here. So in case if you're wondering, what is the Crystal Teas thing? It's just kind of an inside joke because I go in different like interests, modes, topics, themes, and then I would like stop. So I wasn't sure what to name channels or like I will start a website and then stop because I'm like, well, is this really what I want to do right now? And then I'm like, hanging out with my son and helping him with school, or like working on this other project, and I come back to it and then I feel different. So I'm sure you guys can relate, but that's part of what the tease is about. It's like, what is she doing? What what is she doing back there? We never know. What is she on? Just high on life. So um and learning and growing and evolving and just change. I feel like I'm addicted to change, basically, because I never want to stay stagnant, and I never, even if I go backwards, whether I'm processing trauma or I'm falling back into an old bad habit, and then I realize, and maybe I have to make that mistake like a bunch of times before I realize this is not how I want to live my life. This is not it. And then I continue along my healing journey, and along the way, I'm reaching out and just, hey, come along with me. Hey, let me share with you. What are you going through? And that's really what's going on here. A lot of random videos and a random name, Crystal Dash Teas, but I'm keeping it just for the heck of it because it's interesting and it's provocative and it gets the people going. Have a great week, guys.